New York and also my students. So today we are going to talk about Taiwan. We will do an introduction of Taiwan. So I'm the geography teacher. I'm teacher Veronica. Today I'm going to talk about the Taiwan location and the terrain and also the climate in Taiwan. And my student will introduce the landmark, education, transportation, food, and festival, and also the religion of Taiwan. So let's start. So first one, we are going to introduce the geographical location in Taiwan. So where is Taiwan? Taiwan is located at the longitude is 120 to 122 degrees east. The latitude is from 22 to 25 degrees north. So Taiwan is mainly include our main island, it's Taiwan, and also the surrounding islands like Honghu, Xiaoliuqiu, and also Green Island, 绿岛, and also Lanyu, and Jinmen Mazu, and also the Guishan Island. And then the surrounding islands quite smaller than the main island of Taiwan. And we continue. So I'm going to ask you guys a question like, how much area does Taiwan cover? How much? 36,000 square kilometers. Yes, exactly. So it's not a lot, probably it's smaller than your state, but that's where we live. So continue. The next one, we will talking about the location in Taiwan. Taiwan actually is the eastern side of the Asia, and it's in the central point. As you can see from the map, we are quite in the central, and the next to the Taiwan, the neighbor, the biggest neighbor is which country? Yeah, China. And in the northern side, which country is this? Northern side, Korea, and this here is Japan, and this one in the southern part is Philippines, and also in the southwest part is Southeast Asia, like which country? Thailand, Malaysia, and then like Vietnam, and Laos, Cambodia, etc. Yeah. So this is actually the meeting point of sea and the land. And then we continue to talk about our terrain. So the terrain, as you can see from the map, the terrain of Taiwan, because we have two plates, 就是板块啊, it's the Eurasia plate and also the Philippine Sea plate. But it collides in here. So as you can see from the graph, tell me like which part of the Taiwan have more earthquake? Which part? East or west? Yeah, east. So actually, yeah, the earthquakes are very open because the plates colliding here, and the eastern part is more likely have the earthquake than the western part. And then we move on. So because of the plate colliding here, so you can see the mountain is also formed by the plate collision of the plate. So the mountain range, as you can see from the map, the mountain range is usually formed by which direction? North, south. Yeah, so our mountain is usually like this, right? North, south. And then we move on. So the most part of the Taiwan is which kind of terrain? Is mountain. Yeah, it's mountain. So this 2/3 of Taiwan is mountain, and mostly showing a north-south direction of the mountain range. And the western side is gradually lower. What does it mean? It means that the central part is the mountain, right? Here is the mountain. And then gradually lower down. So then mountain, hill, and then tableland, and then basin, and the plain. So you see the near the coastal area is the plain. And where? Which kind of terrain it is in Taoyuan? This is the tableland. Yeah, tableland. underlying island, what does it hold? So we actually have three different kinds of coasts. The first one is volcanic island. The second one is continental island. And the third one is the coral reef island. So the volcano island is which kind of island? Like Honghu, yeah, and the Green Island, and the Lanyu, and the Guishan Island, yeah, exactly. And where is the continental island? Where? Jinmen and Mazu, yeah, Jinmen, Mazu. And where is the coral reef island? Yeah, Xiaoliuqiu, yeah, exactly. So as you can see from the picture, this is the continental island. It's much huge and much bigger. And the volcano island, it usually have the volcanic gas erupt. It's in the Xiaoliuqiu. It's in the Guishan Island. Here is the Guishan Island. And this one is also a volcanic island. This is from Honghu. So I have a very special rock. Do you remember that? It's a vertical rock. How do you call in Chinese? Zhouyan, yeah, exactly. It's a columnar basalt. Yeah. And this one is the coral reef island. This is the Xiaoliuqiu. It's a coral reef island. As you can see from the picture, it's much lower, right? Coral reef island is much lower. And then move on, we talk about the climate. So what's our climate? What's our climate? Yeah, monsoon climate. Why we have monsoon climate? Because we actually have the biggest continent and also that's the biggest ocean. So the biggest continent is which continent? Eurasia. Oh yeah, 大陆嘛. And the biggest ocean, which is this one? Yeah, Pacific Ocean. So we have the biggest island, continent, and the biggest ocean. So because it's a difference in specific heat, 比热不同. And then we form the monsoon climate. So tell me that in winter we have the high pressure in Mongolia, 就是蒙古这块地区嘛. So the wind comes from a high pressure to a low pressure. So here in winter, which kind of wind in Taiwan it is? Northeast monsoon, because it will change the direction. And in Taiwan it's northeast, because the Coriolis force 科氏力，所以因为科氏力的偏转方向不同，所以 for the northeast monsoon in winter. And then how about summer? In summer, which kind of monsoon it is? Yeah, southwest monsoon wind. So that's the reason why in Taiwan we have different kind of monsoon and in different seasons. Okay, continue. And the monsoon climate for the Taiwan have a lot of precipitation. So in Taiwan, our precipitation is a lot. The raining is a lot. So because it's formed by the monsoon wind and also formed by the plum rain. So what's plum rain? Yeah, 梅雨, yeah. How does it form? Because it's formed by the stationary front, 滞留风嘛, 滞留风. And then the plum rain is usually happen in which season? Which month? April and May. Yeah, April and May. So it's plum rain. And why is it called plum? Because at that time, and April and May is the plum become mature, so it's called plum rain. So May is 成熟的季节, so it's called plum rain. Do you remember that? So it's stationary form and they form the plum rain. What is stationary front? Do you remember that? 什么是自由风? It means the warm front and the cold front they come to here, and because they are both of them are very powerful, right? So it cannot move. Each other is both of them are very strong, so it cannot move. So it's stationary in here. So it's called a stationary front. So it calls the plum rain. And then we move on to the next one, is typhoon. So tell me what is typhoon? Typhoon is what? Low pressure, high pressure. Low pressure, yeah, it's a low pressure, and they form in the area of the Pacific, yeah, and they usually form in the area of humid and wet ocean, right? And it is near which line? Which line? 它靠近哪里？赤道，equator， 非常靠近赤道，然后在那边形成嘛。It's forming there and then going to the north part. Yeah, so it's typhoon. So because of this rate precipitation, so actually Taiwan is wetter or drier than the sun region. Is wetter or drier? Wetter in the sun region at the sun latitude. Okay. 所以我们其实比其他同纬度地区更湿哦，更潮湿。Okay, we move on. So as you can see from the graph and the map, the annual precipitation of Taiwan is how much it is? How much it is? Yeah, usually more than 2,000. Yeah, so the average annual precipitation of the whole island is about 2,200 millimeters. And which season is the most raining season? Yeah, summer, as you can see from here. Summer is the mainly raining season. Yeah, so this is the climate part. And I finished the geography, location, and the climate, and also the terrain. So next, welcome our student to talk about the landmark. Yeah, so keep down your hands.
Today we are going to introduce a landmark in Taiwan. The first place is called National Palace Museum, 国立故宫博物院. It has the largest collection of Chinese art in the world. The number of works is nearly 700,000. It contains almost 5,000 years of Chinese history, and as you can see, that is what it looks like. Below are the most famous cultural relics in the National Palace Museum. The first one is called Jade cabbage. And as you can see, it is a cabbage and made of jade. The second one is called meat-shaped stone. It is a stone but it looks like meat. And the third one is called cauldron of Yucatan. The second place is Ximenbing. It is a crowded place in Taipei City, attracting many young people and foreign tourists. And there are also a lot of different food and youth culture here. As you can see, there's a lot of people here. And young people, especially the young people who live in Taipei, they like to go to here to relax. And you can buy a lot of things here, you can eat a lot of food. It's a cool place.
And the next one is Taiwan. It's a famous skyscraper in Taipei City. It has an observatory where people can see the landscape of the whole Taipei City from the 8th to 9th floor. It's also the 11th highest building in the world. And the next one is Yangjingshan National Park. Established as the first national park in Taiwan in 1985. Under the National Park Law, Yangjingshan National Park is one of the few national parks in the world that is located nearby the metropolitan city. Thank you for listening.
Picture one, you can see this is Julian department store. This is the first department store
born in Taiwan, which built during the Japanese rule. And the second picture is, you can see that family living rooms were used as factories. The government began to adopt export or trade-oriented policies to enhance Taiwan's economy and set up processing export zones like Kaohsiung Port in 1960. So the living room is the factory. So you can see that many families use the living room as factory. And picture 3, this is petrochemical industry. This is one of our top 10 construction. Because of the first oil crisis in 1973, our President Chiang Ching-kuo wanted to improve Taiwan's infrastructure and industrial upgrading. So he set up top 10 construction. This also made great contributions to Taiwan's economy takeoff. And this one is Hsinchu Industrial Park. In 1980, industrial upgrading, we developed capital and technology intensive electronics, information, and machinery. Taiwan's integrated circuit manufacturing house has also been established. And it has also become one of the well-known 4 Asian dragons.
In 1990, technology outbreak. A scientific industrial park in the South Central region has been added, and there are also gradually some creative firms such as ASUS and Giant.